In the beginning of the story, we see a couple in which the boy's name is Nick and the girl's name is Maggie. They both have 2 daughters. One is quite small and the other is a little big. They both are very happy in their lives and love each other a lot. And one day when Maggie is talking to Nick, she starts to have a lot of pain in her chest and she has a heart attack. Because of which Nick gets worried and quickly admits Maggie to the hospital. After checking the doctor, Nick tells him that Maggie's condition is not good. She needs a heart transplant. Listening to this, Nick cannot believe it and becomes very sad. But the doctor tells him not to worry, we will find a donor soon. But in the meantime, Maggie will have to stay admitted to the hospital. After this, Nick has to take care of both his daughters alone. And Nick has to struggle a lot to run the house. Nick could not do all this alone. And after doing all the housework, he would also be late to go to the office. After being worried about all this, Nick takes his eldest daughter to a company. And he makes humanoid robots that look exactly like humans and can help with all the work of humans. From housework to professional work. On the other hand, Nick has a salesman of the company and he starts telling everything about those humanoid robots. That they observe humans so that they can work well. And those robots have emotions like humans so that they do their work properly. Here Nick is talking to the salesman, when he sees that his eldest daughter is not found anywhere. Seeing this, Nick gets worried and looks for her. Then a female humanoid robot comes to him with Nick's eldest daughter. Seeing this, Nick is happy. The salesman tells him that this female robot can take good care of the children. Here, Nick's eldest daughter likes this female humanoid robot very much. So she asks him to buy it from her father. Nick agrees to buy it so that he does not have to do the housework. Nick decides to keep this robot at home until Maggie arrives. And then he brings that female robot home with him. They call the robot Alice. Alice explains everything to Nick. Then Alice asks Nick about the routine of all the people in the house. Here Alice starts checking the house and Nick goes to leave his eldest daughter at the school. While Alice starts cleaning the house, which was the work of his left hand. After this, when Nick comes home, he sees that Alice has cleaned the house well. Seeing this, he is very happy. Then when they are having dinner at night, Nick's eldest daughter says that this food is not like what she used to make like a mother. Alice says that from now on I will make food like your mother. Here Nick is eating with his little daughter in his lap. Because she is crying, which is causing Nick to have problems eating. Then Alice says that should he take his little daughter to another room. But Nick refuses because he wants to spend time with his little daughter. Late at night, Nick's eldest daughter had to eat cookies. So she was trying to climb up the chair and take cookies from the cupboard. But in the meantime, Nick's eldest daughter was about to fall. Then Alice comes and saves her. And comes and sees that the mirror is not in her hands. And then he comes and sees that the mirror is in her hands. And then he comes and sees that the mirror is in her hands. Alice's glass broke because of the fall, so she goes to the washroom, puts a bandage on the wound, and immediately opens the bandage. But the surprising thing is that the wound on her wound is filled in a pinch. Nick is surprised to see this. The next day, Nick takes both his daughters to the hospital to meet Maggie. Here Alice is also with them. Here, Nick and his daughter are very happy to see Maggie. Then Maggie tells Nick that she is missing them a lot. On this, he says that we are also missing you a lot and don't worry, you will go home soon. After this, when Nick, who is a construction worker, comes to work on the site, then his boss brings some humanoid robots with him. Here Nick and his boss tell him that we are keeping the robot at work instead of humans, which will save us both time and money. And here Nick finds out that his boss has fired all the workers who were working. Except for him, because he needed a worker and Nick's performance was also very good. Actually, this movie is set in the future. Where humanoid robots are working in every field. From doctors to workers. Because of which humans are being fired. These robots are very advanced, which can work 10 times better than humans without getting tired. And these robots keep upgrading themselves with time. After this, when Nick comes home, he is very worried. And today he hasn't even eaten properly. Alice observes all this. And when Nick is fixing his car in his garage, she asks him why he is sad. He tells her that today he has not done a good job. And all his workers have been fired. Because humanoid robots will work in their place. After a while, when Nick is watching a movie on TV, then he gets a call from Maggie. And he finds out that Maggie has got a heart donor. And the doctor has set a date for the operation yesterday. Listening to this, Nick is very happy. The next day, Nick brings everyone to the hospital. Where everyone was happy to see Maggie. Then Maggie talks to Alice alone. Actually, Maggie was afraid during the operation. If something happens to her, Alice takes care of Nick and her daughters. Here, the doctor tells Nick that Maggie will not be able to operate today for some reason. Listening to this, Nick becomes very worried. And when he goes to Maggie and speaks, Maggie also becomes very sad. But Nick gives her courage and tells her not to worry. That same night, Nick drinks a lot while fixing the car in the garage. And he starts crying while remembering Maggie. He starts throwing things in anger. And she sees that Nick's heartbeat is increasing. She says to Nick, "You should not be angry." Alice slowly comes closer to him. Because she knows that Nick is missing his wife. And she wants to fulfill Nick's needs. But Nick does not like this and he leaves from here. After a while, Nick sees that Alice has removed Maggie from his family photo. On Nick's request, Alice says that his elder daughter was very sad to see Maggie. On this, Nick gets angry and asks her to keep Maggie's photo back. After this, we see Nick with his coworker in a bar. Where those people are drinking and talking about the humanoid robot. Because of which they are fired. Here, a man named Monty sits in the car and brings him to the construction site. Where these people used to work. Monty forcefully opens a container with his security code. Which contains many humanoid robots. Monty destroys one of them by killing the robot. Seeing this, Nick gets angry because he did not want this. After this, when Nick comes home and takes a shower. The reason for giving him a towel is to scare him. When there is no talk, she ties a bandage on Nick's eyes. And she turns her voice into Maggie's voice and becomes intimate with him. The next day, Nick tells Alice that they should not do all this. And he cannot deceive his wife. But Alice tells him that she does all this to make him feel good. So that he does not get worried about his wife. But Nick does not like all this. Then his elder daughter comes there. To which Nick leaves school and comes to work. Then he finds out that the robot that Monty destroyed last night. After doing an investigation on it, he found out that the container was opened by his security code. From which the robot was removed and destroyed. So the boss tells Nick that if he has his hand in all this, then he should tell. Otherwise, he will have to pay the price for getting evidence against him. But Nick lies. He has no idea about this. Then Nick gets a call from the hospital. And he is called. Nick quickly goes to the hospital. Where he finds out that Maggie's operation was done correctly. After this, Maggie gets better and comes home. Here Maggie finds out that Alice has known everything about the children. What they like to eat, what they like to do. And she sees everything according to her. Maggie does not like this. Because of all this, she was feeling very distant from her children. Here Ellie does not like Maggie. She is not happy to come to Maggie's house. And she hates her. Actually, Nick had reset Alice in a state of intoxication. Which Alice had not asked to do. Because of which the protocol inside her is over. Alice does whatever she does on her own. Which means now she is more dangerous. And she has come with emotions like humans. In the night, Maggie cooks for her family. Her elder daughter eats quickly. And the children are very happy. Now Maggie is very happy. And she is very happy. I don't like Alice's cooking. But Alice doesn't like this. And she was looking at Maggie with angry eyes. The next day, when Maggie was getting off the stairs, the railing of the stairs broke, because of which Maggie fell. Alice's hand is behind all this. When Nick comes home at night, he finds out that Maggie has fallen off the stairs. Here Maggie tells him that she is not hurt much. Then Nick says to her that there is a surprise for her. Nick has decorated the house for Maggie, where they both sit together and have candle night dinner. Here Alice is looking at them happily from a distance and burning. Then later when Maggie and Nick are getting intimate in their room, then Alice comes there to disturb them, and says that Nick's elder daughter is calling her. After this, Nick comes to Monty, who has destroyed a robot. Actually, his boss knows that he has destroyed the robot, and they are going to take action on him. Monty thinks that Nick told his boss about him, that he has broken the robot. That's why he attacks Nick and starts to kill him. Then Alice comes and pushes Monty away and saves Nick from him. Then when she moves forward to kill Monty, then Nick stops her and takes Alice with him inside the house and makes her understand that she should not attack humans. But she says that she should protect her owner. Then she says to Nick that she will take her place after Maggie's death. Hearing this, Nick gets angry and says that you cannot do this. But Alice says in Maggie's voice that I will go to any extent to make you mine. You can go to any extent to make you mine. Seeing all this, Nick does not understand how a robot can do this. After this, when the people at home go to sleep, Alice goes to Monty's house and says to him that she should not have killed Nick. But he says that if he gets caught in the case of the robot, then he will also trap Nick. Monty takes out a gun to kill him. And then there is a fight between the two. Alice kills Monty and drops it. And she is going to shoot him with her gun. Then Monty's robot comes to save her. But after shooting Alice, she also kills Monty. The next day, when Nick goes to his house, Alice goes to his house. When Nick goes to work, he finds out that Monty has died. Hearing this, Nick becomes sad. Maggie is taking a bath in the bathtub at home. Then Alice comes to him. She tells him that when she was in the hospital, she was close to him to support Nick. And she loves Nick more than her. Also, she can keep him happier than Maggie. Hearing this, Maggie gets very angry. And she tells him to go screaming. When Nick comes home at night, he sees that Maggie is very drunk. She asks him what he and Alice did. He tells her everything. Hearing this, she gets very angry with him. And there is a fight between the two. Here, Alice takes Nick's younger daughter and puts her in the bathtub and starts the water, from which the girl starts crying. Hearing the crying, Nick's elder daughter comes there and sees what Alice is doing. She quickly tells her parents that Nick and Maggie are coming to the bathroom quickly. But they see that the bathroom door is closed. Then Maggie comes to the bathroom through the window. But Alice grabs Maggie's neck. Then Nick comes to the bathroom and comes out of the bathtub with his daughter. And then he attacks Alice with a lamp, with which she leaves Maggie. But she doesn't care much. She tells Nick that I will not leave your family. She takes the lamp in her hand. Then Maggie puts the plug of the lamp on the board and switches it on, with which Alice is shocked. After which, Maggie sits in the ambulance and takes her elder and younger daughter to the hospital, so that the younger daughter can have a checkup. Here, the company people come and take Alice with them. After which, when they are examining Alice, she starts shaking. Seeing this, they get scared. Here, Alice has changed her program. And she controls the robots present here, which kills all the workers there. On the other hand, Nick is in a bar. Then Alice comes to him and tells him that she loves him. But Nick says that he doesn't love her. He takes out his memory separately. On the other hand, Maggie is in the hospital with her elder daughter, while the younger daughter is admitted. Then she sees that a female robot, which has Alice's memory, is looking for them. She escapes from them and comes out with her younger daughter. And tries to get out of here by taking the car. Then the robot, which has Alice's memory. If she takes Maggie out of the car. And tries to get her heart out by holding her. So that Nick starts liking her. Because he thinks that if he has Maggie's heart in him, then Nick will start loving her. He takes out Maggie's heart. Before that, Nick knocks her out of the car. But later, that robot attacks them. But they both kill her. Here, Nick is also hurt a lot. Because of which he is taken to the hospital. Then when Nick is in the hospital, then all the family members come to meet him. On the other hand, Alice's programming has spread to other robots. And Alice was also alive. Because it is the bell of great danger. And with this, the movie ends.